Hello and welcome to Mystic Frequency. I'm Lisa and I will be your collective tarot reader here today on January 21st, 2026. But no matter when this reading finds you, there's a message here for you, or there is possibly a message for somebody that is within your energy field, and the guides are using you as a radio signal in order to get something they are trying to reveal to another person. So feel free to share this video when we unveil what messages are coming through. And just so everybody knows, there is a timestamp in the description box below. So if you want to go ahead and get jumped into the reading without having to go through the whole beginning intro and the disclaimers that I have to reveal. But let's go ahead and get into the disclaimers. So first off, always remember that you are always in control of your life. You have the wheel at all times in your hand. What is revealed in front of you today is not the only message, the only guidance, the only choice or decision that you can be making. It is just one of the things that is being revealed, and you will always have these infinite possibilities that are around you that you can explore into. Secondly, if today is your birthday, it's not a disclaimer, but if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Thank you for making it another trip around the world with us today. I want you to know that with you being here, you matter and you deserve to celebrate. And if you can tell, my cards are a little bit different today because I am currently getting ready for February's 5-pile, pick a pile month insights. So look forward to those that will be coming out. So I'm utilizing a different tarot deck for this right here, and we're actually going to kind of explore the mushrooms that each picture has on here and talk a little bit about them, because it's actually very, very curious how all these different mushrooms that we have around us can go hand in hand with our tarot world as well. So I'm excited, but let's go ahead and dive into your reading already. So let's look at the affirmation. So today we have inspiring, and this has come out a couple of times and I love that. So what is motivating you currently? What has taken a hold of your thoughts, taking a hold of your energy, and propelling you forward in this moment? What is making you feel as if you are reflecting what it is that you're trying to build within, and how is it motivating other people around you? So those are some questions that Spirit has coming through right now, but they want you to know that you are inspiring no matter where you are in your life. Everything you do, whatever you put out into the universe, it is picked up, and it's almost like it's handed off to another person, because they witness the actions, they witness the endeavors, they witness the trials and errors, and it inspires them to do the exact same thing. So whatever you are currently working on in this moment, just realize there are people that are watching you, that are looking up to you and see you as a role model in this moment. And then for your self-care affirmation for today, whisper to yourself, I am amazing. Especially if you don't feel that way about yourself, if you don't think that way about yourself, just allow yourself to actually say, yes, I am amazing. I am inspiring. I am much more than what my thoughts tend to make me sound like when I'm thinking. But yes, whisper that to yourself. And I know that can sound really weird, especially if you are around people and you're like, I am amazing. And people are like, what did you say? And you're like, nothing. But let's go ahead and look at your animal guides. So we have the humpback whale singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. So there's this frequency that you have around your aura, your energy field, And when people are in your presence, you are healing them just by being near you. Just listening to your voice, people are being healed. And your guides are navigating you. There's like this inner compass that is within you, and they are propelling you towards people that need this kind of frequency that you are emitting. And they recognize that right now you are not letting obstacles get in front of you, and you are actually looking at the goals that you have that are making you feel this fire type of energy that's coming through. But let's go ahead and see what your next one says. Ooh, we have B, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. I love seeing this bee here, especially on the sunflower. I think it's a sunflower, but we can't see the seeds. But sunflowers are very abundant with their seeds, and you can find multiple different uses for sunflower seeds and the oils that they can create. And they're really great for our bee community as well. So back to this, singing healing songs for the world. You are pollinating something so that way the world thrives. Even if you are doubting that you are someone that is making a difference in the environments you are in, you are, because you're blessing everybody with the work you are doing, everything you're touching. And it could be something as simple as you picking something up without thinking about it, and it's causing this chain reaction where, because you did this, doors open up for others, doors open up for you, and more people are able to receive abundance. And abundance doesn't necessarily mean financial means. It can mean knowledge. It can mean just emotional abundance. There's a lot of things that can be very abundant. It's the people that you are around, the community you are in, and really what you are thriving in. And then your other guides, we have Lynx, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So you've spent a lot of time out and about and really healing the world. So think about how you can go within and observe this in action, how it is allowing others to do the same for themselves and others as well. Because you're going to be able to see how amazing you truly are with your gifts and your abilities. You may be a singer. You may be somebody that is heavily involved with the community and does a lot of good work for it. But it's almost like you are also anonymous. You just like to spread joy. That's why this is whispering, because it's like you don't want people to know this about you. You would rather just do good deeds and then walk away from them without anybody knowing that you're doing them. And you prefer to, you may even be someone that would rather you would do it and then hope that no one found out that you do it, because you like providing these secret gifts, these secret presents, these secret advice as well. You hear someone, you may be walking past a group and you hear them talking about a dilemma that they have. And you know the answer to the dilemma, you know how to help it. And without them knowing it, you are already supporting them in the background, just kind of like how the divine works. But can you allow yourself to step out and allow yourself to be an observer over your world as well? Because that's really what it's asking you to do. Is you have secrets within you that you have not been telling yourself this entire time. Secrets that need to be revealed, secrets that need to be put in the focal front. And allow yourself, when you hear the things that are being revealed about you or the people around you, think about them. Think about them in silence and solitude. So that way you have the strength in order to keep being a part of the community around you. I know that sounded very foreboding, but there's a lot to break down alone in this right here, I think. And I always think of the Sphinx, even though this is not a Sphinx and it's a lynx, but Sphinxes, they enjoy riddles. They enjoy being able to have, it's like the question has not been asked yet. And it's up to you right now to ask the question that reveals the secret, which reveals the answer. So it's like a 3-part almost. But let's go ahead and look at your main focus, your heart's focus, and your subconscious today. And bear with me, I did have to write notes down for what these mushrooms meant. And I will show the picture up close. So this is the Knight of Swords, and it is upright. And it looks very foreboding, and it's the zombie ant fungus. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word right there because I will butcher it. So let me go ahead and get my notebook up so I can get into here. So the Knight of Swords, obviously, it talks about being very ambitious. It's when you have a thought already placed in your mind, and now it's driving you to accomplish it, whatever the goal was. It's like you had this thought, you weren't sure how to go about it, and then the knight came in and took off with it. So it's very fast thinking. It's thinking really, really fast. And it has this want to succeed. It's like it already has this determination within it that, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drive through this, and I want to succeed with this. But the zombie ant fungus gives it a very dark kind of theme because it talks about parasitism, where this fungus within nature has evolutionary strategies that has benefited it, so that way it can take over in times in order to survive. And so this card talks about loss of free will or losing your autonomy. It's like something takes control. So think about that thought you've been thinking about, and it's just been in your mind for so long that you finally needed to do something about it. And it's like you had someone come in and just like push you towards it. So think about your thoughts and how they are controlling you in this moment, because that's where your focus is where you are allowing your mind to take you. And it talks about nature's ruthlessness, where we have this ant here, and it just happened to come across this fungus, this mushroom, and it probably ate it, not thinking anything of it. And it secretly just took control of its whole body over time until eventually it will win. The fungus will win, and then it'll be a repetitive cycle. So there's this unsettling boundary between life and death. So think about your thoughts and your actions and how, like, everything you do, you may not think about how it can affect your life. You may not think about how it can affect what could potentially die around you. Not so much kill you, but what can die around you based off of your thoughts. Your thoughts can kill motivation. Your thoughts can kill inspiration. Your thoughts can provide that inner critic to come through and limit your ability to see that you are amazing. So it talks about these deeper fears of addiction, manipulation, spiritual corruption, or exploitation. So think about, at the focus of your mind right now, what is driving you to move forward? Because the Knight of Swords is very fast-paced. And what are you trying to control or manipulate in this situation? Or what kind of corruption are you trying to prevent in this moment? And Spirit doesn't want you to operate as if you are this zombie walking through life, just unmotivated, moving towards their goals. They want you to actually feel the drive to do so. They don't want you to be this robot. They don't want you to have this where someone is within your community and is blindlessly using you because they see that you have this ability to be this healing type of energy. And this can talk about the people that are around you that are like this, where they really do enjoy being in your presence, but at times it's like they can't find that for themselves. They can't think for themselves. They can't hear these things for themselves. And so they're constantly going to you, and it's almost like you're on repeat over and over and over again. And then you're like, am I the one that is being controlled? Am I losing my free will here? Or do I have the wheel in my hands right now? And Spirit wants you to look within the webs that are around you. Look at the colony that you are in. Think about why you felt the need to go and grab everything for the queen. Because we have a queen bee here. And then we have this ant who also has a queen within their colony. Are you working for the wrong colony? Are you working for the wrong career? It's those kinds of things that are coming in that are trying to reveal these things. But I'm curious, let me know in the comments what you think about that. All right, so at the heart of the matter, we have judgment in reverse, but I'm going to go ahead and let you kind of see the artwork in it. So this is the corpse finder, which I was like, I got chills all over my hand whenever I was doing this. So think about this. It's like Spirit is going to find you. This is inevitable. Once you are infected, this is inevitable. And once you purge it, once you get through this action, this thought that's coming through, this goal that you have driving you, where it leaves you, Spirit will be able to kind of like pick up and lift you up, so that way you can start looking at this inner calling that is trying to come through. But let me go ahead and get into that. So judgment, with it being in reverse, we have this thing that's kind of taking control here. So there's this self-doubt. Am I the one that has free will, or am I being controlled to live in this community? Do I actually want to do the things that I am doing? And it also talks about this inner critic coming in here saying that you are not going to be successful, that you are not going to be able to do this. And it wants you to know that every time you are allowing this kind of ugly doubt to come in, you're ignoring your call. You're ignoring your purpose. The purpose that really gives you more power in your hands, so that way this is not dragging you with it. So what does the corpse finder symbolize? It symbolizes transformation of death into new life. So it's like an oxymoron where it's life in death. There's something within this. Even though there may be something that may feel like it is dying, there is still life yet here. It talks about the necessity of decay. So there's something here that needs to decay. Yes, you had this thought and you were driven to go with it. There was this action that needed to be done. But something about the action itself needs to decay. Think about the sword, or the sword the knight would normally carry, but there's something here that needs to dissolve into the earth, to let go. And it talks about the hidden interconnectedness of nature, where there's true influence, or the true influence often happens beneath the surface unnoticed. So here's those secrets, the keeper of secrets. Something underneath the surface that's been unnoticed is causing this influence right here. And what I love is this mushroom, it talks about memento mori, so the reminder of mortality. Remember that you have a body and you can't just let yourself run rampant, because your body has to be able to relax. It has to be able to wind down when your brain just goes into warp drive, and it needs the ability to catch up with it. It's like you're already running and you haven't let your body catch up. And there's this neat, because this corpse finder has a brother, so to speak. It has a sister. It has someone that looks just like it. So imagine there was an aunt, and this aunt thought that this was its brother, its sister, whoever it may be, platonic relationship, could be a relationship, whatever the case may be. And it wants to reveal that there is something that is just like this, and you need to really discern the difference between what is healing and what is harmful, because this talked about what is an addiction. And an addiction doesn't necessarily need to be a substance. It can be anything that you find that you use as a coping mechanism, that you use when things can be rough, when you need to get your mind up and running, anything that causes you to like function, so to speak, in a specific way. And its twin, or its other trickster, is called poison pie, and it is very harmful. But judgment has this wonderful thing, and it talks about being a cleanup agent, where it's turning waste back into essential. And so you may have started out, but your heart hasn't picked up yet, because it's doubting whether or not it can actually carry this through. And you're wanting to recycle something here. You're wanting to repurpose something. But whatever you are repurposing, think about whether or not it is going to help you make it essential to where it can be used within the community, where it can create more and it blesses people still. Or if it's going to be something that unnecessarily gets people hooked on the wrong thing, if that makes sense. But I love that judgment is coming in here. It's like the corpse finder. Your spirit guides are coming through. They're trying to help you find what is dying within you that needs to be brought to your forefront, because there's a secret here. And I love that. And then we have the Six of Swords, and this is the aquatic guild mushroom. And I love the different details that this one has compared to the others, because it has these little fish, and I didn't know that mushrooms can grow in water. So Six of Swords being upright, there's this transition, there's this change that is coming through. And this is in the back of your mind. It's like a rite of passage. It's where you are releasing something. You are releasing what is making you not autonomous. So that way you can create a new life. You can rebirth from this. Yesterday I had the death card come out, and it is very fitting that today we have this transition where we knew that we could no longer go into the next cycle of our life without ending something. So the aquatic guild mushroom has a unique adaptation in unexpected places. Think about the places that you thrive in most. Do you thrive in chaos? Do you thrive in a very busy community where everybody is just working mindlessly? Or are you able to thrive in calm and nurturing waters, if that makes sense, where you can thrive with the best of both worlds. So there's this liminality here. So it has the ability to be on land and it has the ability of being in water. And talking about the hidden worlds that this card talks about, it has this connection to the underworld or the unseen realms. So think of Chiron whenever he's delivering the souls on the river of Styx or Styx. And so there's this passage that is going on. So judgment was made, and now you are crossing through something in this moment. There's something that is being recycled here, where there's deeper spiritual currents. There's this need for more resilience, because this is something that is unpacking a lot of deep meaning. So you need to be really strong for whatever is about to unsurface within you, and allow yourself to see what are you carrying that you are not supposed to be carrying into this next part of your life. 6 talks about communication, cooperation, and being in harmony. And you're being asked to really use your judgment here wisely and not doubt the transitions, not doubt that you do make a wave, you make a splash. Everything you do has a ripple. But my dears, I want you to allow yourself to see how you are inspiring by being able to balance between chaos and order, between life and death, between water and land, between different types of communities. You are able to thrive and work into each one. But look to see who you are supporting. Who are you enabling? Who are you helping thrive versus who you are helping heal? Because if you're helping people heal, these people will be able to do the same thing for themselves and others. But if you are helping someone who would rather piggyback on this passage with you without having to do the work, well, don't be scared to reveal your secrets and let them know that you are not going to be Chiron for them. You're not going to be the person that carries them through the river of Styx. You are going to be someone that sings a tune that aligns to your soul and your needs and your purpose. But that is your reading today, guys. I hope it is inspiring and I hope it reveals something deep within you. Let me know in the comments, what is something that you have not thought about that has been a leading force behind you? And it can be a positive note as well. It could be somebody that you look up to that has been your inspiration, somebody that may have had the negative qualities that these cards were talking about, and you watched how they let this control them, and that is why you are doing something much more different. But with much peace and love, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If you liked this content, please like, comment, and subscribe so that way I can promote more of these kind of videos out into the world. I said promote, but really just share these videos out into the world. But bye, guys!